I kept telling myself...
On an all-new Diagnosis Murder, tonight.
I'm Dr. Grayson. I'm here to consult on Mrs. Snyder's case. I don't suppose you have the code to this ward?
No, I'm volunteering, so the nurse has to buzz me in.
Ah, yes. Well, that makes sense. The hospital would want to avoid any potential lawsuits.
For me? Why would I want to sue anybody?
No, I'm sure it wouldn't come to that. It's just that there are inherent dangers when one is working so closely with psychotic patients.
Well, I know they have problems, but nobody's used the word psychotic before.
Certainly no one would want to alarm you. Really, their medication keeps them quiet most of the time. Of course, he's had a few episodes, but they managed to restrain him before things get too out of hand.
Out of hand? What do you mean, out of hand?
He likes pretty girls, and he has some control issues. But look, don't worry. I'm sure you'll be fine.
I'm just doing this for community service credits.
Well, you do not have to go in there if you don't want to. Why don't I see if I can get one of my students to take your place? By the way, what are you, about a size 4?
Let's see. Last time I saw you on the floor, you told me you were helping Bobby Carlucci look for his contact lens. What are you doing this time?
I'm cleaning, Pop.
I didn't believe you were so innocent then. I don't believe you're so innocent now.
I got the equipment right here.
You might not know it, Rose, but they invented this new gadget. It's called a mop. Emma's got one. I know. I seen it.
Yeah, you're the one that told me elbow grease. It's good for the soul.
Come on, Rose. Tell me the truth. What did you do now?
I'm doing something nice. How come? Because I'm doing something nice, you think I've done something wrong.
It's like that time in high school. I came home and you were washing the car.
Ah, let's not bring up ancient history.
You were scrubbing your little heart out. I was so proud of you. Till I found out it was because you're taking a car and going with your friends to Ocean City when you were supposed to be at a sleepover right down the street.
Connie's ma always had the biggest yap in town.
Come on. You done something you're not proud of. Right? So you're on your hands and knees doing penance.
Why? Why do you always have to think the worst of me, Pop?
Tell me I'm not right. Tell me you're not trying to rub the guilt right off your chest into Emma's linoleum floor.
You're right. You're right. Yeah, lucky guess. Yeah, I've done something real bad, that could make Holden lose Lily for good.
How did this happen? We're having a fight.
I don't know. Should we stop?
No. Whatever.
Did you have trouble finding the common room? We were expecting these a bit earlier.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I was just waiting for instructions from my supervisor.
Instructions?
She asked me to bring the juice and then get a blood sample and take it to the lab.
I don't know anything about any blood sample. Okay, come on in. I'll check on it.
Checkmate. Now beat it, fella.
It's a little late in life to become a candy striper, isn't it, Carly?
What are you doing here?
Oh, I might ask you the same question if I weren't all too familiar with the games you play. Jack may not be onto you yet, but you don't fool me for a minute.
What if you could reverse an effect of aging on your dog's immune system? Feed him Iams Active Maturity Formula after age 5. It's the first dog food shown to help restore vital cells in his immune system. So you can shape what tomorrow brings. Iams. Good for today. Good for tomorrow. Good for life.
I really believe that a family doesn't have to look like one thing or another.
We just adopted John. Right away, I fell in love with him.
A first-time mother with a 4-year-old.
It's overwhelming. At the end of the day, his clothes are a disaster.
Introducing Tide Rapid Action Tablets. Now getting clothes really clean is really simple. They help get out more tough stains than any other tablet.
What matters to me is that he knows he's home.
Now there's a new way to resist temptation. Thick, nutritious, delicious Metabolife ready-to-drink shakes are a more satisfying way to reduce calories and fat in your diet. It's the special ingredients that make the difference, and you're gonna love the results. Metabolife meal replacement shakes really help keep you going. So don't just replace a meal. Enjoy the delicious shake that has earned the Metabolife name. Look for Metabolife shakes at fine stores everywhere. From the makers of Metabolife 356.
Why just wash your face when you can wash away rough, uneven skin and make pores less visible? Neutrogena Pore Refining Cleanser. Gentle microbeads exfoliate. Alpha and beta hydroxys make skin instantly smoother, more even. Neutrogena Pore Refining Cleanser.
See how beautiful 60 can look? See how invisible osteoporosis can be? If you're over 60, there's a nearly 1 in 2 chance you have it. So ask your doctor about a bone density test and treatments that can help.
You have reached a gecko. You probably wanted Geico, which could save you hundreds on car insurance. Don't be embarrassed. Happens all the time. Have a nice day.
Geico. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Car insurance bills getting too hot to handle? Geico. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
While you're watching As the World Turns, we're watching the world. CBS News.
Spend a romantic evening with Doug and Carrie. A special Saturday King of Queens.
Hair?
After the game on CBS.
You must be freezing.
I don't know how I'm warmer than I have been in a long time.
You know, been in a lot of ditches in my life. Can't say I ever made love to my wife in one.
Feel like I've woken up from a nightmare. And I'm safe in your arms. I saw Simon. And I told him that nothing had changed. I still felt the same way I did before I left. I think he really believes that it's over now. And that my time away just reinforced my decision.
I know. I talked to him. Tell me what you said.
I'm sure there's something else that you want to know. I never made love with Simon. I swear.
You two okay in there? Yeah. Yeah, we just need a tow, officer. Other than that, we're fine, though. I can see that.
No.
Aren't you Emma's boy? Yeah, I guess I am. I haven't been called that in a while. Like I said, we could use a tow. Our cell phone went dead.
Sure thing.
Thank you.
Oh, I guess we're not fooling anybody. That state trooper knew exactly what was going on here, didn't he?
Guess we should probably get dressed before we embarrass the tow truck guy, too.
Emma's boy? Embarrassed, are you? The gossip that we're half dressed in back seat of your truck?
No, I'm not embarrassed. Stuff doesn't bother me. I mean, we're married, right?
Yeah, but you're thinking about something.
Yeah, I was thinking about Rose.
It was a beautiful love letter. The most beautiful words that I had ever seen on paper.
And what did all these beautiful words add up to?
Just how happy he was that things were going so well with us.
Them.
Us. Was them last summer. He said he never had it so good.
It?
It. All of it. Everything beautiful. Especially the bigot. I don't have to paint a picture for that, do I?
No, please don't.
Where's my scrub brush?
Hey. What did you do with this love letter?
Lily, we'll never see it. Maybe.
What did you do with the freaking letter, Rose?
I put it in her purse.
Beautiful. Just beautiful.
No, he's just gonna know the truth. I'm not just a cheap imitation for Lily. I'm special. He was happier with me than he was with her. What's wrong with Lily?
What's wrong? Of all the goofs she ever made, this is the real mother.
Oh.
So, what's been going on? Is it Jennifer? What happened?
Oh. The usual. We fight. I lose it. She storms out. Only this time she told me she's going to move out. Uh-oh. I didn't handle it very well. I just walked in from seeing Paul, and she started in on me, and I just wish I'd had a moment to think about my response.
She started on you about what?
Marrying Craig.
Oh, you're gonna marry Craig? I didn't think I'd been gone that long.
Well, I know it seems kind of sudden, but when I heard yes coming out of my mouth, it just sounded so right, and I don't know, it's why it's just so strange now, because everything's kind of on hold.
Why? You mean because of Jennifer's reaction?
No, I'm not going to let my kids run my life, just like I'm not going to let Hal run my life.
Honey, you know, in all fairness, I don't really think Hal or the children are trying to hurt you. They care about you. They want to make sure that you're protected.
I know that in theory. It feels different. Which is why I went to see Paul. I wanted to tell him what was going on, and I told him how Hal has reacted to this, and he suggested that maybe I try to assuage a lot of people's reactions to this by asking Craig to sign a prenuptial agreement.
What a smart boy.
Yeah, I thought so too. It's just that Craig blew up. I tried to discuss it with him, and he told me that I didn't trust him, nor had I ever, and he walked out on me, and I hadn't heard from him since.
Well, I'm sure that was very hurtful to you, but I have to say, I am so glad that you asked Craig to sign the agreement. Whatever your feelings are for the man, there's really nothing wrong with you trying to protect yourself.
You know, now you sound like Hal.
Oh.
Kim, Craig is not after my money. He's not. A couple of weeks ago, I asked him if I could help him because he was having a temporary business crunch, and he flat out refused.
Honey, I'm not trying to disparage the man you say you love. It's just, don't you think it's possible there might be one or two things about him that you don't know? What's that music? What's it coming from?
I think it's coming from outside. What in the world?
It's no big secret why I'm in here, Carly. Everybody knows I checked myself in.
Just need time to rest and regain my equilibrium.
Your equilibrium is just fine, honey.
I have had an incredibly difficult time since I lost my baby. And then it got worse. You know when? When I realized that you were still chasing after my husband.
Why don't you save that load for Jack? Don't dare try to sell it to me. This whole charade, committing yourself, acting like you're bananas, it's all part of your scam.
It's not a scam.
It is. And it all started with the day you told Winston Lowe where to find me.
Oh, I never told Winston Lowe anything in order to hurt you, Carly, but everything that you have ever done has always been
Stop
done.
it! And to think you actually had me believing that sorry little apology over the holidays. It was all part of the helpless routine. The campaign to keep Jack tied to you. You've got him so worried about your sanity, he can't be sure whether he's coming or going. Well, trust me, that is gonna stop.
Oh, yeah? What are you gonna do? You gonna crash one of my group therapy sessions, tell all my fellow patients how evil I am? You know, they do have real straitjackets here, Carly, and I'm sure they can find one in your size if you decide to cause trouble.
Oh, don't worry, Julia. Your fellow loonies are safe with me. The only reason I'm here is to tell you that I'm onto you.
Onto me? That's rich.
And you're desperate. Desperate to hold on to a man who doesn't love you. You're so desperate you're willing to take up permanent residence here at Loopside Manor to do it.
I am a very sick girl, Carly. I am. If you don't believe me, you just ask Dr. Michael.
Oh, you're sick, all right, honey. Just not for the reasons that everybody thinks you are. You've got Jack and your shrink and who knows who else believing that poor little Julia just can't help herself. Poor Julia. So upset she kept the fact that Carly was kidnapped a secret. Poor Julia. So distraught she just had to pump 6 bullets into a corpse. And poor Julia, so worried that she would lose her husband after she lost her baby, that she just had to leave town. And all this time, you have known exactly what you've been doing. Perfecting your poor little waif act in order to keep your hooks in Jack. And that is what is sick. Because the truth is, you are as healthy as a horse.
Maybe. Maybe you're right. But not just any horse, Carly. How about a multi-million-dollar racehorse? After all, I had it together enough to kill the one that belonged to you.
Well, I'm a pollen, dust, cats. He's a dog's elm tree mold. He's your classic mold.
Most people with allergies have indoor and outdoor ones. Among leading prescription antihistamines, only Zyrtec is FDA approved to treat indoor and outdoor allergies. In studies, drowsiness was the most common side effect. Others included fatigue and dry mouth. Most were mild or moderate. Zyrtec. That's Zyrtec. Lots of allergies, just one Zyrtec. Ask your doctor about Zyrtec and a free sample.
Hun, I'm ordering in.
No, I'm not really in the mood.
All right, then. We'll go out.
I've got a better idea. I'm turning on the oven.
Stouffer's Oven Sensations. Complete meals including meat. Just pour into a pan and bake. All the great taste of an oven-roasted meal without all the fuss. Go ahead. Turn your oven on.
So good.
Stouffer's Oven Sensations. Nothing comes closer to home.
It's been a while.
We know Scott tissue makes sense, especially since it's never been softer. So when we hear about a town that hasn't tried it yet, we take things into our own hands. You know, spread the word. Scott is still 1,000 sheets long, which means it lasts and lasts. And it's the softest Scott tissue ever. So if you haven't tried Scott lately, we'll get to you. Sooner or later, we get to almost everybody. Scott tissue. It's common sense on a roll.
Is your asthma really under control?
Yes, but I still get short of breath.
And you wake up at night wheezing and coughing.
I just use my fast-acting inhaler.
But you use it almost every day.
Is that what you call control? Ask your doctor if Flovent is right for you. Prescription Flovent twice a day helps control the inflammation that can cause everyday asthma symptoms. Even helps improve lung function. Flovent won't replace fast-acting inhalers for sudden attacks. People switching from an oral steroid like prednisone to Flovent, an inhaled steroid, need to be especially careful. While adjusting to the switch, your body is not as able to heal after surgery, infection, or serious injury. See your doctor if your asthma does not improve.
Now this is asthma control.
This weekend, feast on one of the year's most celebrated films.
Chocolate.
It's the extraordinary movie Entertainment Weekly calls a perfect blend of flavors. Chocolat.
To awaken the passion.
Rated PG-13, now playing.
Learn the truth behind a deadly cult on an all-new Diagnosis Murder tonight. Be a part of an all-new version of Big Brother, the TV show. Log on to CBS.com and apply today. Here's your chance to be on Big Brother, so sign up now.
What Holden and I shared was good. Was good. And Lily's going to find that out when she reads that letter. She's going to realize that he and I should be together.
Using that letter to bust up Lily and Holden is taking away the man's free choice.
How am I doing that?
It's making something happen that he should have the right to decide for himself. No fellow worth his salt is going to like having his hand forced like that.
You got a head like a brick.
Huh.
What was I thinking?
You weren't thinking, Bambina. You were just being in love. Where you going?
I gotta find that letter. I gotta get it.
Hold your horses. Snyder residence. Yeah. Where are they? No, don't send a tow truck. No, I'll get them myself. No. No problem. So, Lily and Holden are stuck in a ditch out on Route 30. I'm gonna go tow them up.
They're together? What?
Yeah.
What about the letter? Wait, she hasn't read it yet. You gotta help me.
How? I can't do anything about that letter
You
now.
gotta swipe that letter.
Rose.
First. Come on. Please. Pop, please help me.
Okay,
Please.
I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot. But I ain't making any promises.
You've gotten pretty quiet.
Have I?
Yeah, ever since I mentioned Rose. You know, I told her that if we made a decision about us, that I would let her know. I owe her that.
You owe her.
Well, yeah, she's been great these past couple of weeks. She's been great with the kids.
She's also in love with you.
Yeah, I know that.
I wish you could be as sure about my love. I'm sorry. I have no right to say anything at this point.
No, I'm glad that you did. Because there are lots of things that I'm not sure of right now. I'm not even sure if I know what the problem is between us. I'm not even sure if we agree on what our problems are.
Well, what do you think they are?
Basically a farm boy and the daughter of the mighty Lucinda
Oh,
Walsh.
come on. I think we got over the poor boy, rich girl issue many years ago.
Yeah, we may have said that we got over it, but it's still there, and it will always be there. I mean, I'm pretty basic, you know. I'm simple, like this truck, and then there's you. And,
Well,
and
don't
you're...
make me out to be this neurotic princess, because that's too easy.
No,
Please.
that's not what I'm saying here. What I'm trying to say is, you know, you like to analyze things, and me, I kind of like to just go with the flow and not think through things too much.
Is it wrong to want to know if we're on the same page, if we're in this together?
What I'm trying to say here is that if we're going to face our problems, we got to face how different we are. That's all. No more running away. When times get tough.
Okay. It's a deal.
I know that we have this history, but if we're going to change, I think we got to start from scratch. That's the kind of life I want for us and for the kids.
The way you're talking, it sounds like you've made a decision.
Yeah, I guess I have.
Are you coming home?
Home. Never really had to travel all that far to get there. Because home has always been right where you are. It's been like that since the day I laid eyes on you. Still is.
Craig, This was very nice, and I'm sure that the neighbors enjoyed every note. But it's late.
Oh, no, gentlemen, please. Please stay. I have a big apology to make, and I think this will require all of your musical efforts. And Kim, it's good you're here, too, looking lovely as spring. Maybe you can help me persuade Barbara to hear me out.
What happened to your foot?
I injured it, removing it from my mouth. Honestly? It's not very interesting. I dropped the barbell on it, but it hurt like hell, and it brought me to my senses, Barbara. Barbara, I've been an idiot.
You know, you obviously have things to talk about, and I have to get home.
But Kim, the night is young, and so are we. Help me be my secret weapon.
I beg your pardon.
Let me persuade Barbara to forgive me for behaving like the back end of a packed mule.
You know, you obviously have enormous persuasive powers. You don't really need my help. See you later, Toots.
I've missed you, Barbara. I've been selfish and stupid, and I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
I've missed you, too. And I'm sure that the neighbors are wondering what's going on around here.
I'm apologizing. Is it working?
Maybe.
Barbara, that prenuptial agreement you wanted me to sign, you know, when you showed it to me at first, I was surprised and I behaved badly, but now I realize you were just trying to protect me.
I was trying to protect both of us.
Yeah, well, whatever you want, Barbara, I will do. Whatever you want me to sign, whatever you want me to do, I will do. Barbara. I need you, Barbara. I love you and I want you back. I do. I do. I do.
Would you like some reconstituted juice product? You look a little dry.
Maybe you were right to check yourself into this cracker factory. I mean, it's quite a fantasy. You honestly expect me to believe you killed my horse?
You think I'm bluffing?
I honestly don't know what I think you are, Julian.
Try determined. It wasn't easy. Grinding up 150 sleeping pills and then pouring all that powder into a tiny little plastic bag.
It's single-minded.
And then getting past those guards at the police station. That was almost mission impossible, but I did it. And I poured the powder into Flashdance's feed bag. And he was such a good boy. He gobbled that food right up. You know, some horses, they don't like to be pet while they're eating. But Flashdance, he loved it. Loved to be pet right on the nose. I bet that's something you never took time to know, huh?
You really are insane.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
You murdered an innocent, beautiful animal and you don't even care?
I care, Carly. I care more than you will ever know. The whole time that I was doing it, all I was thinking about was you. That's how much I care. I was thinking about the greedy, grabby blonde sitting up in Craig Montgomery's suite like the Queen of Sheba, counting her millions and counting on Jack.
Well, prepare yourself, because I have some news that you might like to hear. There is no suite, there is no money, and there is no Jack.
Good.
Maybe you are nuts. Maybe you're not, but one thing's for sure. If you are, you're not hurt, confused, need a little rest crazy. You're don't cross me or I'll kill you crazy. You're a cold lady. But you know something? You just made your first big mistake. Because I'm going to go and see Jack, and I'm going to tell him everything you just told me.
You do that, Carly. And when you do, remember to tell him about Flashdance's nose. I think I left that out when I told him.
Jack knows?
I'm sorry to spoil your fun, but you know what a good detective our G-Man is. Figured it out. Oh, he didn't tell you? Oh, well, don't feel bad. You know, I don't think he told Hal either. After all, he knows I was driven to my act of desperation because of you. Because you wouldn't leave him alone. Because you just wouldn't leave our marriage alone. So now, it's our little secret. Jack would do anything to protect me, Carly. Did you hear that? Me, not you. So put that in your feed bag and choke on it.
They're fast, computer savvy at 3, but when they're hurt, they still come running to you. Band-Aid brand advanced healing, clinically proven to heal faster than ordinary bandages. It acts like an instant scab, sealing in the body's fluids to heal wounds faster and reduce the appearance of scarring sooner. Band-Aid brand advanced healing.
Reach for what you've never been able to get before. The soap and water fresh, clean feeling of new Lever 2000 wipes. Thick, soft, and alcohol-free gentle. New Lever 2000 wipes with vitamin E. Like nothing you or your 2000 parts have ever felt before.
My outdoor furniture has a style to suit everyone's taste. Just as well because my family is so fussy. For paella, we prefer our Montecito set. For afternoon tea, our Victoria set. California cuisine,
We like the Sonoma set.
made from natural hardwood. And when I prepare a smorgasbord, I always use one each of our 12 different designs.
Martha Stewart Everyday Garden, exclusively at Kmart.
Who knows when Uno Attack is gonna get ya?
Yeah, Uno Attack is gonna get ya. Uno. Yeah, you think you're safe? You just wait. You might get no cards. You might get 8.
It's gonna get ya. Electronic Uno Blitzo. It calls out your next move.
Draw 3.
For the fastest, most exciting Uno game ever. Uno Blitzo.
Too late.
Mattel's Uno Games, America's #1 brand of family games.
Colgate Total, the only toothpaste that gives you 12-hour protection, would like to announce another breakthrough. Whiter teeth. Introducing new Colgate Total Plus Whitening. Still fights plaque, tartar buildup, bad breath, even gingivitis. And whitens too. New Colgate Total Plus Whitening. The same 12-hour protection as Colgate Total, only whiter.
CBS Sunday. He knows what to say.
Nothing gives me more pleasure than to make you happy.
He knows what to do.
You bought me a TV?
He knows everything a woman wants.
Mr. Capano uses women as pawns.
If you let him seduce you, he'll steal your heart.
He's a good man.
But if you leave him, he could take your life, based on the true story.
We're looking for a missing girl, Anne-Marie Fahey.
Mark Harmon, Rachel Ward, and Never Let Her Go. CBS Sunday.
Tonight at 5 on CBS 2 News.
One more bites the dust. Just 7 survivors left. I'm Harold Green. The tribe has spoken. Meet the kicked-off castaway. Plus, a young artist overcomes a troubled past and gets a new lease on life. His inspiring story.
Then at 6 o'clock, why a low-fat diet may not be the key to a longer life. A new medical study that might surprise you.
These stories and more tonight at 5 and 6 on CBS 2 News, the station of the people.
Facts of Life by Lysol. Fact, with kids, you need all the strength you can get. Fact, Lysol All-Purpose Cleaner is the best because its strength kills germs even in water. The disinfection of Mr. Clean is all washed up. Life demands Lysol. That's a fact.
When I lost the freedom to walk around on my own, I knew that I needed a power wheelchair. But I thought they were too expensive and too hard to use. Then a friend told me to call Imperial Medical Supply because I may be eligible to receive a power wheelchair. They got me a jazzy power wheelchair and even sent a professional to my home who showed me how to use it.
To find out if you're eligible for a Jazzy Power Chair, call 1-800-700-9565.
Behind the scenes of 60 Minutes and the Marilyn Monroe TV movie. Next to
David Copperfield stands inside a tornado of fire. Live, CBS Tuesday.
Are they gonna come true? We'll be back together again, the way we used to be?
Maybe you better just hold off on that.
Why?
Well, what I mean is I should probably talk to Rose first.
Because you owe her? You know, maybe we should talk about exactly what Rose means to you.
You two okay in there?
Hey, Joe.
Yeah. State police called them and told me where you were. I brought you to pick up to pull you out.
Oh, great. That's a great idea. Thanks.
Lily, why don't you go wait in the other truck while Hulda and I hook the tow line up to the bumper?
Great.
Okay.
Oh, I was just coming back for that.
Your bag. Yeah, here it is.
Thank you.
My stepmother used to say, it's the quiet ones you have to look out for. I always knew there was a real operator underneath that two-bit high-class exterior.
Well, you were wrong. My operator side is a recent acquisition. You taught me. And as for the two-bit part, well, since I put an end to your horse, that's about all you're worth now, isn't it?
Jack may keep mum about your horse-murdering spree, but trust me, I'm going to be all mouth.
Really? And who's going to believe you?
Everybody.
Oh, they are? They're going to believe Oakdale's biggest tramp? Let's see here. You got pregnant for money, and, oh, you've been married or shacked up with just about every guy in town who wasn't already nailed down. And then there was, you left your son by husband number 3 to go and hang out in Hong Kong with husband number 1.
Everybody knows who Winston Lowe was and what he did to my life.
No. Everybody knows what you say he did. They also know that you're the world's biggest liar. Me, on the other hand, I'm, honest, moral, loyal to a fault. I'm, grief-stricken over the loss of my baby, and so stressed out about my failing marriage that I committed myself to a mental hospital. Huh. Liar, saint. Liar, saint. Wonder whose story they'll buy first.
Wait! Oh, God! I'm gonna kill you. You hear me?
What is going on in here? Get off of her! I'm gonna kill you, Julia! Hold her for me! Thank you so much. I was so scared. You're not gonna fall for this dying squad. I'm calling the police. Like that.
I'm gonna kill you, Julia.
An hour ago, I thought we were finished, and is this really happening?
It's only the beginning for us, Barbara. Hmm? That is, if you'll still have me.
You still want to marry me?
Oh, yeah. I want to get hitched. I want to tie the knot. I want to jump the broom. I want to throw our fortunes in together, as the Chinese say.
Well, you know, I still have to ask you to
sign the prenuptial agreement. That's all right. The woman I fell in love with doesn't back down, doesn't leave herself unprotected. Barbara, that's why I love you. Marry me, Barbara. Say yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes.
We will be free, BK, for you.
At Burger King, we got nothing but love for you. So now, every time you buy a tasty flame-broiled Whopper, take your pick of something free. Free bacon and cheese on your Whopper, or a free frozen Coke, or a free Hershey's pie. Feeling free? Yeah, we're feeling it too.
Be good. Be good. To go. BK, for you.
sale or pay less. Get the latest spring shoes and handbags on sale. $10.99 or 2 for $20.
By the time we reach 40, about 40% of us will already have visibly thinning hair.
Shocked? So were we.
Because we're women. Helpless? No, we're not.
Because there's Rogaine.
Rogaine can help us keep the hair we've got.
There's hope. There's help. There's Rogaine.
I have asthma. I also have a family. And carpool. And play dates. And 24 kids. Look, I might have asthma, but I also have a life.
Singulair helps you control your asthma. Singulair is different from many daily inhaled controllers. It's not a steroid, and it's a once-a-day tablet that can help control asthma for a full 24 hours. It also comes in a cherry chewable tablet for children 2 years and older. Singulair should not be used to treat acute asthma attacks. Continue taking your other asthma medicines unless your doctor tells you to stop or change the dose. If symptoms get worse, contact your doctor at once. Side effects are generally mild and vary by age and may include headache, flu, runny nose, and ear infection. For more information about Singulair, ask your doctor and ask about adding once-a-day Singulair. Singulair, asthma control that can help you breathe easier.
When I had started, we could walk into the back of production and say, who's got Bill Johnson's computer? And someone in manufacturing would say, I do, Mo. And they you know, that's got to go today. You know, I promised my firstborn that would be on a truck tonight, and they'd say it's done. And people that work at Gateway are extremely passionate about working with people and helping people.
How do you investigate a deadly secret cult? Might not hurt to learn a little more about them when you don't know who to trust.
It's like Invasion of the Body Snatcher.
All new Diagnosis, CBS tonight.
Hey, what are your kids doing this weekend? Now they can watch Nick Jr. on CBS with the play-along shows kids love best. Little Bill, Blue's Clues, Dora the Explorer, Kipper, Franklin, Little Bear. Wow, more Nick Jr. So tune in with your kids and get a clue. Watch Nick Jr. on weekends, too. Nick Jr. on CBS.
So nice of Joe to give us a tow like that. I wish you'd come in for a cup of coffee.
No, he'd never want to impose. He's a good guy. I've enjoyed getting to know him.
Do you want to say goodnight to the children? I'm sure they'd love a story from their father.
No, I better not. It's late. Let's get going.
So are you going to talk to Rose?
Yeah. I told you that I owed it to her, so I should do that. And Joe. But I'm afraid Joe will probably think that he and Rose should leave. And I don't want that. I know Mama enjoys having them out there. You're okay with that, right?
You still haven't told me how you feel about Rose. I'm sorry. I don't want you to think this is one of the times that I'm overanalyzing everything, but we said we would be upfront with each other, right?
Yeah. Okay. I thought that I could love Rose, but that was when I thought that I had lost you. But I haven't lost you.
No. Did you get a letter?
I couldn't, baby. I tried. I had Lily's bag in my hands and everything, but she came back for it before I had a chance to grab the letter.
Well, did she read it? Could you tell?
I don't know. How could I tell?
No. Well, was she upset? Was she talking?
We didn't talk very much, you know. I pulled them out of the ditch. They said thank you and took off.
Did they say thank you together or apart?
Oh,
very important.
Rose, I don't know.
I still got a little time, you know? I do.
To do what?
Let's see. I could go over to Lily's house. That's what I could do. I could make an excuse. Let me think. I could tell Luke. I want to teach you some of the new steps.
Honey, Luke's probably sound
That
asleep.
won't be suspicious. That's
Bro, stop this. Listen to me. You gotta stop this. You've done this crazy thing. Now you gotta live with it. If it costs you, you gotta pay the price.
What's the matter with me? I mean, when I came to this place, I thought it was the most dead-end place on the planet. Too many trees. Too quiet. No noise. And now here I am. I'm here, and I think, how am I ever going to live anyplace else or love anybody else? He makes me so happy. Happier than I've ever been in my life.
You know what happens when you get to be my age? You learn to start looking at life for what it is, instead of what you're trying to make it into. You gotta stop looking outside yourself for what's gonna make you happy. Everything you need is right in there.
You know what's in there? Holden. Holden Snyder. And if I can't love him, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I cannot end up with nothing. And I'm not gonna stay here in this town teaching dance class to a couple of kids and living in somebody else's house. I don't care what you say, Pop. I am not gonna let that happen.
Are the handcuffs really necessary?
Don't listen to her, officer. She tricked me into leaving the room also she could attack poor Mrs. Snyder.
That's absurd. I did not come here to attack poor Mrs. Snyder.
Well, however it went down, I'm still gonna have to run you in.
It's fine. Because no matter what happens, it will have been worth it.
Stay Free introduces the only maxi
with 4-wall protection and a unique anti-leak core that fights leaks to the core.
The new Stay Free Maxi. Now you get 4-wall protection, side to side, front to back. And Stay Free's new anti-leak core that traps liquid even better. The new Stay Free Maxi.
4-wall protection, a new anti-leak core.
Stay Free's remarkable leak protection.
Now in a brand new maxi.
I'm feeling good. I'm taking Wellbutrin SR, an antidepressant with a low risk of sexual side effects. That's important to me.
Wellbutrin SR is clinically proven to effectively treat depression with a low risk of sexual side effects.
Glad I talked to my doctor. Wellbutrin SR works for my depression.
Be open with your doctor. Ask about Wellbutrin SR. It treats depression with a low risk of sexual side effects.
Wellbutrin SR is not for everyone. There is a risk of seizure. To reduce that risk, don't use if you have or have had a seizure or eating disorder. Don't use if you take Zyban or an MAOI. When used with a nicotine patch or alone, there is a risk of increased blood pressure, sometimes severe. To reduce risk of serious side effects, tell your doctor if you have liver or kidney problems. Other side effects may include dry mouth, nausea, and difficulty sleeping.
I'm feeling like myself again.
Ask your doctor about Wellbutrin SR, clinically proven to treat depression with a low risk of sexual side effects.
I'm a junk food junkie. I mean, if it tasted good, I had to have it. I had the thighs to prove it.
If you want a delicious way to lose weight from Slim Fast, grab a meal on the go bar.
They were made for me. I've lost 15 pounds on the Slim Fast plan, and I loved every minute of it. The milk chocolate peanut is incredible. Just toss one in your bag. It's lunch. It's got vitamins, minerals, calcium. It's good for me. And it comes in 7 fantastic flavors. It's got a big punch to it.
Slim Fast, every day. Get healthy.
I am so glad I found these.
Hit the road in Huggies Ultra Trim diapers, lined with a pure and gentle lotion that helps protect against wetness, like water rolls off a car. For skin that looks good and healthy, Huggies keep skin drier than any other diaper.
Tonight, in a bizarre twist of fate, Kimbo must save the life of the man who murdered his wife.
You kill him. You kill me.
An all-new fugitive. Then, BattleBots that kill. Cameras in the water cooler and a supernatural encounter. Just another day for Nash Bridges. Don't miss all new episodes. CBS tonight.
Hey, Rose.
I heard your car pull up. So, you and Lily got stuck on Route 30 there, huh?
Yeah, a lot of mud from the rain. Couldn't get us out of it. Can I get you some coffee?
Nah. So you and Lily, where were you headed to?
From? We were coming back from a meeting. Conference. Luke's teacher.
Oh, yeah, how'd that go?
Pretty lousy.
Oh, yeah. What do teachers know, you know? Luke is so smart. You know what he said to me last week? He told me a joke, actually.
I need to talk to you about something else.
Something to do with Lily?
Lily and me.
Yeah, well, you know, when I heard that you guys got stuck in a ditch out there, I thought it's kind of, ironic.
I made a decision, Rose.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. I'm going back. Back home. To Lily.
Traveling down that highway, speeding through miles of resting away that grows. Only believe what's true, sure as the sky is blue. Anywhere you go, I'll find you.
Craig,
Oh,
remember that day that Hal barged into the Lakeview?
which one? We have so many more pleasant things to think about now, like which sea our honeymoon balcony will look out upon. The Mediterranean, the Aegean, the Baltic.
Listen to me.
Mm.
You told me that day that you were finally willing to let me help you.
Mm.
And then things got kind of crazy, and you never told me what it was that you wanted. Did I let you down? Do you still need my help?
That is why I love you, Barbara. You don't forget, you never let me down. No, I no longer require your brilliant, strategic business mind. I happen to overcome that particular hurdle myself. All I require of you now is your hand and everything that goes with it. We will have an event to outdo all events.
Our wedding.
I want to give you a celebration you deserve. We can invite both our friends and all our family. Let them know how much we love each other.
I think we'd better tell our kids and let them get used to this idea before we plan a lavish wedding, don't you think? I think I better get that. It could be Jen. She's not home yet. Be right back.
That's okay, guys. You can knock it off now.
Sir, we need to settle our bill.
Oh, how much was it?
I negotiated our fee as a cash payment.
Well, I couldn't exactly hobble over to an ATM tonight. You can either have a check tonight or you can find me in the morning.
I'll see you in the morning, Fred Astaire.
Okay.
Congratulations on your engagement.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Good night. Good night. done. And I will get around that prenuptial agreement somehow. I have to.
Somebody like to tell me what's going on here?
Kind of an early April Fool's joke, right?
No, you wish.
She talked herself into a locked psych ward at Memorial, and witnesses say she assaulted a patient there.
Assaulted?
Well, no. That's an exaggeration. I slapped her once. Twice, maybe 3 times.
Who's the lucky victim?
Julia Lindsay Snyder. And believe me, she's no victim. Hal, she had it coming to her. That woman is not what she seems. She's dangerous, and I can prove it.
Brain damage, heart damage, death. Some of the most dangerous drugs aren't on the street. They're under your sink. Protect your kids. Tell them never to sniff inhalants. Because just one time can kill. Set rules. Be firm. They'll listen.
How Mr. Sullivan eats a Reese's peanut butter cup.
Oh, since 1932, it's the same thing. Nibble, nibble, nibble. Such a nibbler.
You're next, my dear.
Oh.
There's no wrong way to eat a Reese's.
Dr. Scholl's next stop, Las Vegas. As performers, you ever get corns?
This is why I have corns.
I tried Band-Aid. It doesn't take the corns away.
Dr. Scholl's Ultra Slim Corn Removers can remove the corn with as few as 2 treatments.
Wow, 2 treatments.
Band-Aid brand adhesive bandages can't say that.
I feel relieved.
Lysol presents Facts of Life. Fact, bread always falls jelly side down. Fact, a sticky situation can always get stickier. Fact, Lysol kills 99.9% of germs in seconds, and it's the best because it's the only one that kills germs when mixed with water. Fact, a child who eats nothing off his plate will eat anything off the floor. Life demands Lysol. That's a fact.
On a quest to change her life,
Do you love me?
Bridget Jones will make many discoveries.
At moments such as these, one has a choice. Accept defeat or not. I choose not.
Including the most unexpected one of all.
I like you, just as you are. Bridge, I need you.
The makers of Notting Hill and 4 Weddings and a Funeral have done it again. It's a must-see. Bridget Jones's Diary, rated R. In theaters Friday, April 13th.
Oh, the tragedy of using a dandruff shampoo. Note how isolated it makes people feel. Its unpleasant smell. The absence of rich lather. Note its name, Nizoral AD, the world's most prescribed ingredient for dandruff in non-prescription strength. People can stay dandruff-free by doing this with Nizoral AD just twice a week. Just twice a week. What a pity. Nizoral AD, the freedom will go to your head.
For a free sample, call 1-800-868-5460.
You can turn hopes and dreams into reality when you give through the United Way. At this learning center, those with developing disabilities are getting the vital help they need. Together, we're solving problems, getting results you can see. The NFL, the United Way.
I want to speak to you.